Good morning, good morning. Welcome to your practice. My name is Martha McAlpin, and this is an hour of kundalini yoga, in particular for Anahata, for the heart. And as you get yourself set up, just start with the playlist is for Anahata off of Spotify. 2 blocks, even just one, a blanket. And the blanket is primarily to give you a little height. And so if a cross-legged seat doesn't work for you, because we'll be in it a little bit, it's important to take it to a chair or take it to a couch if that's a better place for you. If you're using the oils, we're going to go right onto the sternum, right over the top of the heart. And to the center of the wrist, 1 finger width below the crease of your wrist. And even if you don't have the oils, just allowing those 2 points to rest together. And giving it a moment for a sensation of shift. That we can affect the pericardium, the tissue that surrounds our heart, and this can lower our blood pressure. It can slow our heart. And the way in which the movement, the beat, the work of your heart affects your perspective. It's connecting the heart and the mind right away. And then as you get yourself settled, considering we are only on day 4, so be kind, be wise, doing what serves you best. Listen to your shoulders, listen to your back, and consider that what we're doing at the beginning of this is to clear the physiological relationship of our thinking, our emotions, and our bodies. And Tony Robbins does a great job of talking about stacking. And stacking is, I'm having an experience with you that feels familiar, and then we do something again, and that feels a little familiar, and then we do something else, and I begin stacking experiences. And then something becomes tinder, and what we get is this just like, and it's a reaction not to the moment, but it's a reaction to what we've stacked up. And that stacking creates real physiology, and we have different ways of manifesting that. Just this real, I'm going to keep myself safe. I don't know what's going to happen. The more stacking, the more tightness we create. And so as we move through these circles, you're looking to shift that. Unstack, unpack, unfold. Anahata, the unstruck. The aspect of you that has never been harmed. The aspect of you that can never be harmed. This is the energy that we want to access. Beautiful. Let's tune in. Sitting tall. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, guiding me, healing me, holding me. Gurudev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, rising to meet it all. 3 times. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo roll your shoulders and roll your wrists. And your music begins in naturaleza. So start there. And we'll come to stand. Shake out your feet, shake out your hands, wag your tail. On the inhale, your hands come up high. Inhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Knees bend, exhale it down. So it goes in and in and in and out. Notice if going overhead is too much, make it less. If less is too much, bend your elbows. In, in, out. And you have 2 minutes right here. So take your time, let it warm you up. Press your feet down to stand up tall. And then begin to participate. That you're not just swinging your arms. Unstuck yesterday, out of your body. How do you need to move? How can you become a little more deliberate and a little more receptive at the same time? Using that inhale, building prana in the chest. 3, 2, 1. Stand tall, pause a moment, heart bright, hands bright. Keep softening the space that surrounds your physical heart. Soften your feet, soften your knees, and just start with your fingers on your shoulders. And feel a little turn, a little bend in the knees, turn from the feet, and feel how the front and the back are equal. And then we'll add the arms. X, X. But I'm asking that you pay attention to that back elbow, that it equals the front hand. As you're comfortable, as you're settled, eyes closed. Soften your upper back. If you're creating tension in the shoulders, soften them. Three, two, one. Draw both elbows back. Inhale. Chin up, 3 sips. Fill your chest right to the collarbones. Heart up, chin in, elbows back, toes up. Just draw everything in and up. Chin up, 2. Release your arms, your hands, your toes. Feel the space around you. You're clearing that electromagnetic field. Out the hands, out the feet, hands up, palms to touch. Soften your knees and fold left. Inhale up and fold right. So perhaps it just means that you come past the thigh or the knee Maybe you come past the shins, big bend in your knees, or fingertips to the floor. Inhale up, exhale down. If you choose to add a little more deliberation, coming up, put your palms together like a little steeple. Knees as bent as they need to be. Inhabit the full length of your body. Three, two, and one. Hands up high, inhale, chin up, 3 sips, bring it in. Heart up, chin in, just rest your attention at the chest. The sensation, the brilliance, heels down, chin up, and widen your hands, exhaling. So that there is an anchor from your hips to your heels, so that there is a radiance from your chest in all directions, and that there's a strength in your mind. If you only have 7.5 minutes, there's your practice. Do it anywhere, do it everywhere. Good for kids, good for 88-year-old moms in their chairs. Let's come down to the floor. So now we build the seat. We take our place in the world. Onto your back, arms wide. Take your right knee and begin a big, sweet circle. So there's a relationship between the hips and the heart. And as our hips are tight, it changes our breath. It affects our spine. So you may work just with the right knee bent and explore the right hip mobility. Or as you're able, the right leg extends and you find a circle with the right leg long. Good. You'll just reverse that direction. And again, bend your right knee to start, going wide, coming in. Let your body direct you. How does it need to move? What's required? And as you're ready, the right leg extends in that reverse direction. It may click or pop. Keep it soft. If it bothers you, make a smaller circle. Good. And then the right knee bends, foot to the floor, left circle. So start with the left knee bent. Noticing how it starts to change the breath in the left side body. Extending the left leg as you're ready. Reverse your direction with a bent knee. And extend your leg in that direction as you choose. for 3, for 2. And the left foot sets down. Take your right hand behind your head and extend your right leg long out to the right corner of your mat. Left hand overhead. As you lift up, bring your left hand to tap your right heel. Turn your right knee out and then back to the floor. Inhale to open and exhale to tap. Drawing your low belly down into the floor, little tip of the tail. So the turning of the right knee out to the side is important. It's beginning to build a rotation into the right thigh. It's part of our seat. Keep the tap. Cross your left ankle behind your right. So then left foot down, right foot open. Exhale, tap. Exhale, cross. Inhale, down. Inhale, open. So go out, out, in, out, in, 2 more, out. Good. Feet to the floor, right hand overhead, left behind your head. Lift your right heel, knee turns out. Lift your right hand to tap. Inhale as you open. Exhale, come to tap. Your left knee turns left. And then you'll keep the left heel and add the right ankle to cross behind the left. Right foot down, left heel wide. So exhale, tap. Exhale, cross. Inhale, down. Inhale, open. To X, to in, to in. Just for 2. Good. And 1. And feet down, arms wide. Notice the body. And by activating the navel, by bringing our strength into our center, we take it out of the shoulders and the upper back. So knees together and then widen out. And maybe you're just circling both with your knees bent or legs extended. If you need to, knees bent, hands help support your knees. You're just making great wide circles, and then you're changing direction. Four and 3. Good. And 2 and 1. Knees bend. Right foot flat to the floor, left ankle to cross over the right knee, a figure 4. Left hand to the left thigh, press away. As though you were making space in the left hip socket. And just give it a moment and soften all the ways in which that hip holds itself together. Softening the inner thigh, the back of the hip, the low abdomen, the left shoulder. And then changing, left foot down, right ankle over the left knee, left hand wide, and press your right thigh away. Actively opening the grip of your right hip as though you were opening a closed fist. If it needs it, a little side to side, help it out. Feel the low abdomen release, the chest open. And then hands to shins, rock forward, rock back. And you'll rock your way all the way up to a seat with your heels wide. So hop up onto your blanket. Shake out the feet, shake out the knees. Wide is relative. If your knees need to be bent, let them be bent. If they need to be propped, Then put the blocks beneath the backs of your knees to move side to side. Inhale as you reach, exhale through the center, beginning to find just a simple, steady movement. The outer ribs, the outer waist, the outer hip. For 2. And for 1. Crossing your legs, put your right shin in front of your left. Add a block in front of you, lengthwise. So keeping your left hand down, we'll just walk out for a moment. So hands on block, a little bit side to side, seat walks back, maybe forearms onto the block, or hands out in front, forehead on the block. A little bit side to side, just opening the backs of the hips, the length of the back of your spine. And as you walk yourself up, left hand to the block, right hand high. This can be an option, or your left forearm. And we'll sweep the right hand in front of the left and fold. Inhale, sweep up, fall back. So you'll begin to make some length from the right hip to the right shoulder to the right hand. And you take that length and just wrap it forward into your fold. And keeping your right arm down, pause. And come upright, putting your left shin in front of the right. And walk yourself forward, little side to side. Let your outer knees be heavy. Your outer elbows are heavy. To walk yourself up, right hand or right forearm to the block, left hand sweeps, and then bring it down in front of the right. Imagine you're rolling your ribs more than you're rolling your hand. Fall back. That's a plan, as though you were going to drop into the back of your chest. And then stay. Get a little longer in the left elbow and the left hip. Walk yourself upright, hands to thighs. And find a circle. And smooth all of it out, building the seat, moving through the low abdomen, moving through the waist. Into the ribs and the shoulders. Good. And then reverse direction. And again, start your attention in your seat. Down in the bowl of your pelvis. Up through the spine and moving the abdomen. Moving the ribs and the chest. All the way to the jaw. We'll go 3 and 2 And pause upright. Let your eyes close, let your spine be tall, let your knees and hands be heavy. Feeling the top of your head rise tall. The heart is elevated, the chin lightly in. The change that creates for us. Good. Let your legs uncross, shake out your feet, shake out your knees, and you'll build a cross-legged seat. And this is where, if cross-legged doesn't work for you, hop onto a chair. Hop onto the edge of a couch or the edge of your bed. Thighs are parallel to the floor. Feet are hip distance apart. So wherever you need to go, that your spine is tall and your chest is clear. If you're rounded, it won't serve you to do this work, and it can not injure, but irritate your shoulders if we're rounded forward. So whatever seat is necessary to really sit up tall. We begin with a breath. You're going to open the mouth and find a whisper of ha right from the belly. If you like hand there, you can feel it happen. And then soften that and let it be a whisper. Let it be kind. Let it be soft. And put your lips together and the breath out the nose. Good. Begin to circle your shoulders, your elbows, your hands. Let your breath be steady. X, 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 X. So circle the points of your elbows to open the upper back. And the hands extend as you're ready, just like your knees. Breath is steady. Let it become looser, smaller. So exploring into those circles if it's too much and it's early in the practice for you. Keep it small or pause and just maintain the breath and come in when you can. As it opens for you, arms may straighten, fingers may come together, the arms and the body becoming like a blade. X, X, X. Keep it simple, keep it steady. Hands up. Inhale. 3 sips. Heart up, chin in, stay. Feel the chest. Elevate, elevate, elevate. Chin up. Hands wide and down. Notice. Keep softening the outer body. That idea of unstacking past experience out of the body. It falls away. And this new unstruck energy is always ready. Good. Fingertips to your shoulders, turning left and turning right. Ha, she's early. Come to lie down on your back, knees are bent. Draw your right knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers to your right shin. Let your left heel rise and descend. So settling in. Relieve the low back from that cross-legged seat. Reach into your left heel. Spread your toes. Just for 5. Good. And changing. Hold your left shin and the right heel to rise. Feel how your breathing can change once you get the tension out of your hip and your back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Both knees bend, feet flat. Take your block and set it between your thighs. Stand in your heels, holding the block. Lift your hips. Take your hands overhead. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. So once you've built this shape, just bring your elbows down. This will be inhale. Roll your spine down. This will be exhale. It's small. It's simple. Inhale, stand in your heels to lift your hips. And as you do, keep dropping the tops of your shoulders towards the floor. How lightly will you allow yourself to move? You got a minute just like this. What has to let go so you can move? What rearrangement, what recalibration is necessary in your body? Let it happen. Trust this shape. Mm. 3, 2, setting it down, set the block aside, hands on thighs, press away, notice. Knees to your chest, wag the tail, loosen the low back and bring it back to your seat. Legs crossed. And now we will go. Fingertips to your shoulders. So seated on the edge of a chair, again, always an option, or sitting tall. As long as the heart can come high. Fingertips to the shoulders, we go left, we go right. Inhale left, exhale right. So the next few postures fit one to the next. We just start to really amplify and open the chest space. Can you allow your chin to turn? Settle your weight into your seat. Turn from the abdomen and allow the upper back to become very free. You don't need to feel what yesterday caused. Come into right now. And then one hand lifts, wrist over elbow as you turn, opening the chest, the inner arm, the fingertips. Good. 3, 2. Bring your palms together overhead. Quicken. Interlace your fingers. Point at the ceiling. Heart up. Chin in. We just go for 5, 4. Through the shoulders. Straighten your arms. Open your elbows. Heart up. Chin in like a spinning steeple. 2. Find the center. Inhale up. Reach. And widen down. Right down onto your belly. Scoot your body to the left side of your mat. Put your right arm wide out to the right. Right palm flat to the floor in line with your shoulder. Looking left. Roll onto your right ribs, right hip. Drop your head. If that's it, that's it. That's awesome. Or bend your left knee, placing your left foot behind your right. Bend your right knee if you need to. So that the left hand can lightly, right palm flat to the floor, right arm wide out to the right. Yep, now roll into your right ribs. Yes. Yes, drop your head. Yeah. And then relax your chest, relax your left hip, relax your right shoulder. Soften your belly, soften your face. We go to the other side by rolling the belly down. Scoot your body to the right side of your mat so you end up in the middle. So the left hand wide, palm down. Roll to your left ribs. Bend your knees, stay there, or bend your right knee and put your foot behind your left thigh. Good. And then rolling belly down into the middle of the mat. Your left arm out and your left toes tucked under. And the left knee is so strong that it's off the floor. Right knee bends, right hand to reach. Maybe you're right here, or maybe you hold the ankle. Lift the heel to lift the chest, and exhale, set down. Inhale to rise, opening the right side chest, keeping the left hand, left foot. That's your base. So press down in the left and open out to the right. Good. One more. Heel up, heart up. And then the right hand out. The right toes tuck under, the right knee off the floor. Left hand to reach back. Work there or hold your ankle. Inhale up. And then exhale down. If it doesn't reach, simply lifting your heel is plenty. So that the left chest can open. Good. And cross your forearms, put your head down and let your hips move side to side. Loosen the effort of your low back, loosen the tops of your feet, let your heels wash in and out. And then we'll put the palms down beside your ribs. We peel up towards a cobra and roll the belly down to bend your knees. Legs out. So as you roll down, your knees bend. Using the toes, you lift yourself up. And let your legs be long and strong, and we're just rolling through the whole front surface of the body. We're allowing the shoulder blades down the back. There's no force into the low back, just some space in the belly, in the chest. We're just going to do 10 whispers out the mouth. Good. Hands and knees, tuck your chin, drop your head, and let your hips move side to side. Drop your head more. The counter pose to let your low back release. Tuck your chin into your chest. Wag through the shoulders, and we'll turn over onto your back, knees to your chest, just rolling forward and back. And if you can't roll forward and back, which is neutralizing the front and the back of the spine from the work we've done, then you would sit on your tail and just round your back and rise. Either one, just finding a little more mobility from the tail to the shoulders. Good. And you'll roll your way to your feet and stand tall. Most modified, palms together, bend your knees and stand. This is exhale, this is inhale. Tail tracks back, knees back over the heels. Good. Inhale up, exhale down. That can be your work. Next step, hands to the shoulders. As you stand, broaden the chest. Can be your work. Work there, or interlace your hands behind the base of your skull. You're only going as far into that squat as your body appreciates, but it's a chance to really lengthen, keeping the low back flat. Ten more, just this way. On the exhale, can you fall into your feet? And on the inhale, can you rise up out of the abdomen, out of the chest? For two. And for one. And release your hands down, feeling the full body. Heels down, toes long, chest broad. Out the hands, out the feet. You rebuild your seat or you find your chair. Last place to go here. The circles we began with will have changed. Start with that whisper. Keep the breath. Close your mouth. When the breath is steady, you add the circles, circling the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, the fingertips. Doesn't need to go higher than your head, as though you were tossing petals. This is yours. Feel what you've made. X, 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 X. As you're ready, it rises. This is your pace, your size. Move the way you want to live today. Rolling the tension out of your upper back, out of your joints, out of your elbows, and your fingers clear your heart. It may quicken, it may grow, or it may soften. Explore. Soften your face, soften your heart. Come into a pace that you can keep with consistency. Come into a breath that's light and steady, and stay right there just for the last 30 seconds. Ten, nine, eight, seven, six, five, four, three. Hands up high, inhale. Chin up, triceps. Heart up, chin in, reaching. Drawing all your attention up through the spine, the central channel, crown of the head. Lift your chin, exhale, hands widen down. A golden field of light all around you. Above the head, in front and back, to left to right, beneath, hands to thighs, eyes closed, steady, arrive. Let your breath be full and tender in the center of your chest. Receiving the sensation, the gift of your efforts, a clear, strong, unstruck heart. Stay for 3. Stay for 2. Pause your playlist. Noticing the difference between the first circles and the second. How personal it becomes, how clear it becomes, upright and bright. And there is a greater truth to this. Truth in Sanskrit is sat. Kartar is she or he or they who does, a doer. Sat kartar. May all my actions be done with this truth. May I be known through these actions. May my truth be known through every action. We add the sound with a gesture, palms together. Is sat, palms face forward. Is kar, palms press out. This is tar, sat, kar tar, right? Sat kar tar, sat kar tar, sat kar tar, sat kar tar. Continue. Sat kar tar, sat kar tar. As you settle into this sound, as you settle into this gesture, let your eyes close. And it's as though you were pushing away limitation or boundary, which weren't true. Stories you had created, old patterns and habits that you had inherited. Press it aside. Sat kar tar, sat kar tar, sat kar tar. Keep your elbows low, keep your shoulders soft, go where you can. Soft kar tar, sat 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 kar tar. Expand your heart, expand your field, expand your range. Tar, sat kar 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 tar. Elbows low. Sat kar tar, 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 sat kar tar. Three more. Sat kar tar, sat kar tar. One more. Sat kar tar. And hands to thighs and feel. Notice. A steadiness, a strength, a safety in your own sound. You may stay seated or unfold completely, restart your playlist, and lie back for your Shavasana. Soften your face, the skin around your eyes, the hint of a smile. Soften your lips. Your jaw, your throat, your face, your head. Soften your chest and your arms and your hands. Your belly. Hands overhead to interlace your fingers, stretching out. Rolling your way up a simple cross-legged seat. And as you arrive, reach up high. Palms together down the middle. Thumbs to the heart. And again. Palms together. Thumbs to the heart. In your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day. As I inspire those around me to do the same. Sweep wide. Palms together, thumbs to the forehead, center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Last. Happy Sunday, or whatever day you've come to this sequence. Welcome and welcome home. This is a robust place. We clear out what blocks our love and we let it take a different course. As you put your things away, let your playlist continue. Beyonce has a message for you. And I am grateful for your time and your practice. And I will see you tomorrow, Monday through Friday, noon, right here. If you missed it, yesterday's Saturday Vinyasa for the chest. Spot on. Use it when you can. Open your heart. Sit tall. You have something to say. Satnam.